Coinbase is good at playing Uno. CISA tried something new, and stop using bad passwords. I'm Allie Diamond, and this is Threatwire. On May 12, 2025, CISA posted a new advisory about how the U.S. government agency will be sharing up-to-date cybersecurity alerts with the greater community. CISA has been publishing advisories on their Cybersecurity Alerts and Advisories Board, giving important technical and operational information used by practitioners in their cybersecurity practices. In the announcement, CISA announced that instead of using their official website to publish announcements, they'll be pivoting to a social media first strategy. The focus of our cybersecurity alerts and advisory webpage will now be on urgent information tied to emerging threats or major cyber activity. CISA wants this critical information to get the attention it deserves and ensure it is easier to find. We'll continue to communicate releases and updates to our stakeholders. To stay informed, subscribe to receive our email notifications on CISA.gov. You can also follow us on X at CISA Cyber for timely cybersecurity updates. In addition to deprioritizing alert listings, they announced that they would also be stopping functionality of the RSS feed for the known exploited vulnerabilities catalog updates. These changes were expected to cause major issues with many of the existing toolings that ingested data provided by CISA's alerts, and the community spoke up loudly. Within 24 hours of the announcement, CISA ended up rolling back their decision to rely on a, quote, social media first strategy. Update May 13th. In an effort to enhance our user experience and highlight the most timely and actionable information for cyber defenders, CISA announced a shift in how we share cybersecurity alerts and advisories. We recognize this has caused some confusion in the cyber community. As such, we have paused immediate changes while we reassess the best approach to sharing with our stakeholders. Relying on social media as an exclusive channel for dissemination of important information is, in my opinion, a huge risk to take. Government social media accounts have been hacked in the past and been used to spread misinformation. It's happened really recently. In January 2024, the SEC official Twitter account was hacked. The illegitimate posts made on the SEC account through a SIM swapping attack led to a measured and direct spike in the value of Bitcoin, which the attacker used to his benefit. Actually, the Alabama-based bad actor was recently sentenced for this attack on May 16, 2025, leading to a $50,000 forfeiture and a 14-month prison sentence. Reflecting on this, how can people in cybersecurity trust what is said on the social media accounts if it is not able to be verified on the CISA official alerts board? Luckily, there was a huge enough pushback that they changed. But what do you think? Would you begin to trust CISA alerts that were exclusively published on socials? Coinbase really pulled an Uno reverse card on their bad actors. On May 14th, 2025, Coinbase filed an 8K to the SEC to disclose their awareness of a data breach. In the 8K, Coinbase explains that they were made aware of the formal disclosure of the data breach on May 11, 2025, after receiving an email from a threat actor that boasted having customer data, internal documentation, and more, directly from the filing. The threat actor appears to have obtained this information by paying multiple contractors or employees working in support roles outside the United States to collect information from internal Coinbase systems to which they had access in order to perform their job responsibilities. These instances of such personnel accessing data without business needs were independently detected by the company's security monitoring in the previous months. Upon discovery, the company had immediately terminated the personnel involved and also implemented heightened fraud monitoring protections and warned customers whose information was potentially accessed in order to prevent misuse of any compromised information. The attacker demanded a sum of $20 million to cover up the issue, but Coinbase said, nah. Instead, the CEO of Coinbase went onto Twitter in a public video explaining that they've instead allocated a $20 million reward fund for information that will lead to the arrest and conviction of the attackers. Coinbase asserts that the attackers have only gained access to information about less than 1% of monthly active users, and the information they did get access to included images of government IDs, account data, names and addresses, and more. They did not get access to private keys, 2FA codes, login credentials, or the ability to move funds. They believed that the attackers were going to use the collected information to create elaborate phishing schemes to get users to transfer funds. Coinbase has made an active and honest effort to be as transparent as possible about this ransom. Why in 2025 are we still using easy-to-guess passwords in production? I thought that our security literacy was better than this. SpecOps has published new research about common passwords used to attack FTP ports over a 30-day period. SpecOps tracked attempts at attacking FTP's TCP port, or port 21, across their honeypot system. For those unaware, using FTP over port 21 is considered legacy and is seen as insecure when compared to something like using SFTP over port 22. Due to the protocol's older nature, information is transferred across port 21 in plain text, which also includes usernames and passwords. Of the most common passwords recorded in the use of password spraying attacks, the most common ones they saw attempted against their honeypots was the passwords admin and root. The fact that attackers are still using basic passwords like admin and root to check against open ports means that there is still a large number of FTP servers still using them. So if that's currently your access password, go change it right now! Thank you so much for watching Threatwire for the week of May 12th, 2025. If you enjoyed the show, please head over to patreon.com/Threatwire. I wanted to quickly clarify something that I saw a few people confused about online. If you don't follow me on my socials, I was recently let go from my full-time job. I worked full-time as a back-end software engineer. Hack5 and Threatwire are something that I do on the side. Cybersecurity is a hobby and something that I am passionate and love learning about, but this, nor cybersecurity, is my full-time role. I am looking for a new full-time job as a backend engineer, which I posted about on my socials, which are linked below. But I want to make it super clear that I am still here and everything is okay with me and with the Hack5 team. I am very lucky to have the platforms I do have access to in order to make finding my next job easier. And I've been documenting my job hunt as a software engineer online, and if you want to follow along, I'll be live streaming, studying leak code, and side project work throughout the weekday, so please be sure to check that out, and I'll be making some shorts about my progress over on my Instagram. All of that is linked down below. As I said, if you want to find me online, you can find me everywhere at endingwithali. As per usual, good luck, have fun, and don't get caught.